If you love to be of help to others and find great happiness in serving your fellow man, then you were probably born under the earth sign of Virgo. Like Taurus, you are shrewd and highly practical, with a well-developed sense of know-how that brings your ideas firmly down to earth. The qualities you have, and those you admire most, are those of loyalty and respect. More often than not, you put your emotional needs into the background while you devote yourself wholeheartedly to your work. You tend to be a workaholic, whose motivation stems far more strongly from the need for approval than from a thirst for power. Motivated by your intellectual interests, you have a large amount of curiosity, and you're industrious to a fault. But be careful you don't wind up tense and nervous by driving yourself just that little bit too hard. Your health is very important to you, and you're probably the most fastidious of all, worrying about cleanliness and hygiene, as well as your diet and your body. Perfectionist and highly discriminating, you seldom find the perfect partner. For your standards are exacting, and you have a tendency to over-criticize yourself and to be over-critical of others. Perhaps you should remember that you are a lot better than you think you are, and try not to be too exacting and judgmental. Often you have a really hard time accepting yourself, and you aren't really comfortable when it comes to accepting other people. Control is the key to your personality, and not only does it come from the basis of your own, often obsessional need for order, but also lends you a sense of security. Order and control are essential to your existence. Yet you do have a dry sense of humour, and you can be a marvellous mimic. Perhaps if you paid more attention to the lighter side of your life, and identified less with your work, you would probably learn to be a little less of a perfectionist and not give emphasis to small, petty details at the expense of more important matters. Perhaps your biggest fear is failure, but you also fear being made to look a fool and losing your dignity. In all life's situations, you're concerned with your self-image, and although you're a born worrier, you often seem to possess strength. This is partly because you're so disciplined, but in reality, you are meek and lack the courage to confront those who hurt you, preferring to withdraw deep within yourself. Intelligent, thoughtful and very responsible, you make a marvellous employee and excel in careers that offer a service to others. Kind and loyal and quietly loving, you are found in the medical or teaching professions, or indeed anywhere where your sympathetic and analytical qualities can be exercised. With your organised and systematic abilities, you also make an excellent writer or journalist, being able to express yourself very clearly. Try and fix your ambitions high, and find work that makes demands on your talents and knowledge. Otherwise, you could find contentment in routine and not fulfill your potential. Often you seem to care more for the work itself rather than the rewards it brings, although your desire for self-improvement, as well as your love of perfection, often sees you heading great enterprises in the business world. When you commit yourself, you not only deliver that promise, but it will also be delivered on time. Try and achieve a balance between work and play, for if you can learn to relax more and become less obsessive, then you can truly reap the rewards of your ambition. Learn to let the lighter side of life in. You often take your time about choosing a friend or a lover, for you are difficult to please, even when you are warm and enthusiastic with those who do please you. You can also be cold and indifferent to those who do not. You choose your companions with great care and discrimination, but do not take too long about it, for if you do not marry young, then you become set in your ways, and when you get older, you are reluctant to surrender your independence and share your life. No romantic love nest for you, Virgo. The one who seeks your love should remember that the way to your heart is by holding your intellectual interest. For you seldom fall in love with love, preferring to keep a level head on your shoulders. The partner you choose will have dignity, poise and self-expression, and the ability to respect you as well as being intellectually stimulating, for you need to look up to the person you love. Do watch your tendency, however, to try and improve your partner and make them more like the perfection of which you dream. Accept them for what they are, and by doing this, you can also learn to accept yourself. Learn to forget your work ambitions occasionally and relax. There are times that need not be measured. Your best marriage partners are born under the signs of Taurus and Capricorn, though you often have a marvelous relationship with Cancer or Scorpio. Capricorn can appreciate your drive and support your desire for a heavy work schedule, while the Taurian will support you with sympathy throughout times of difficulty. A marriage to you may be made in heaven, but its roots are firmly anchored in the earth. For your partner needs to be prepared to share a life of busy accomplishment rather than one of idle leisure. Someone who feels like you, that being busy is being happy, and that there is a place for everything, and everything in its place. Or perhaps not. Perhaps somewhere in your heart you seek peace, the peace and harmony that dreams are made of, the gentle will-o'-the-wisp of illusion, magic and mystery. If you were born between August the 22nd and September the 21st, then you were born under the sun sign of Virgo, the sixth sign of the zodiac. Virgoans face some strong challenges, but also some excellent opportunities throughout 1982. Saturn and Pluto, in your house of money and finance all year, gives you exceptionally good business ability. But you are also reminded that money is only gained by hard work, and although your gains could be considerable, they will only come through struggle and effort. Both Uranus and Neptune influence your family life most of the year, causing upheavals and disruption. Yet there is an underlying opportunity to strengthen family ties through adversity. But your real lesson of 1982 is that the year teaches you how to deal with the material world, your money and possessions, and their value in your life. January sees a powerful emphasis on money and work. Mars and Saturn combine to give you plenty of energy, and several other strong planetary influences give you extra drive and ambition, especially after the 21st. Your home life this month should certainly be lively as well, with Neptune bringing sudden and interesting changes, such as celebrations or surprise visitors. And except for the last week of the month, there is a very positive emphasis on love and romance. There'll also be a solution to an old and nagging health problem around the 25th, which could end it once and for all. Much of the momentum you have at work during January will begin to dissipate in February, and you may find yourself struggling very hard to make any money at all. At a later time, you will realize that there are some behind-the-scenes influences that are slowing things down. As the Sun moves into Pisces on the 19th, there is a renewed emphasis on partnerships of all kinds. This trend continues until March. Communicate now, and make sure that what you really say is what you really mean. And try to express yourself very clearly, for misunderstandings now could lead to problems later on. The struggle with money continues during March, but after Neptune changes direction on the 13th, some of the restrictions that have held you back will begin to ease. Your love life should be quite harmonious and enjoyable after the 5th, and will also provide relief from many of the tensions in other areas of your life. Towards the end of the month, emphasis shifts to matters outside the home, and you may be giving a great deal of thought to the image you present to the outside world. And as your thoughts turn inward during June, you might begin to examine your own objectives, hopes and wishes. The eclipse of the Sun on the 21st could be a real turning point in your life, and you could advance your own status and standing in the community. As June draws to an end, you'll be feeling much happier, and as Pluto changes direction, you will find that recent money pressures will be relieved. Although there are still likely to be disruptions and upheavals on the home front, the movement of Jupiter at the end of the month clears the lines of communication, making it easier for you to talk through your difficulties. The sunny days of July shed new light on the problems of the first half of the year, offering you an unparalleled opportunity to examine deeply where you are going in life and to gain some keen new insights about yourself and those around you. Life at home will be helped by these new insights, and the remainder of the year should go smoothly. Look for some special intuitive flashes and take note of your dreams around the time of the 20th. This time of inspiration and insight continues through the first 3 weeks of August. And as pressures begin to ease at home, you will begin to see a totally new you emerging. Mercury in your sign from the 9th to the 29th will give your mental energy a tremendous boost. and if properly focused, can help to bring your hopes and dreams into reality now. Mid-September will be an extremely powerful time for you, with the emphasis strongly on yourself and your personality. With both the Sun and Venus and the new moon in your sign on the 17th, all of your character traits, both positive and negative, will be emphasized as never before. Take a long, cool look at yourself and at your lifestyle. Are you really the person you want to be? October should be a lively and interesting month, as pressures ease at home and at work, and a powerful grouping of planets give you a time of unparalleled opportunity for financial advancement. November sees a strong emphasis on communication, and you will find this a splendid time for letter writing, visiting, or perhaps re-establishing contact with a long-lost friend or relation. Any journeys taken now too will be specially successful. As December begins, the emphasis once again shifts to your home and your family, and this should be a peaceful, enjoyable time, with relations between yourself and your loved ones more harmonious than ever. As the year ends, there is a starry emphasis on your love life, and the festive season could lead you to that one special gift that you have been seeking, someone to love and cherish. All in all, 1982 is a year that will see great difficulties, but through them there is a chance to emerge a newer and stronger person, with a splendid opportunity to enjoy many gifts and blessings in the last half of the year. You can look forward to 1983 with the knowledge and confidence that you know where you are going in life and what it is or isn't worth to you to get there.